Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I'm here to bring you my episode 2 of What's Up Wednesday, and I hope you all enjoy it. So I want to welcome everybody and say hello to all my my friends, my Stampin' Up friends and paper crafting friends, all of you together. I just want to say hello and tell you what our subject is going to be today. I see a shadow of something. It looked funny. I thought, what is that? So anyway, I'm sitting down instead of standing at my table like I usually do. So anyway, what I'm going to bring you today is actually a question for you. And what I want you to do, I'm going to show you some things, and then I want you to tell me what you liked, okay? And this is to give me ideas of the kind of card making stuff that you like to see, and that so that I know what I want to bring here, and even you can comment even before that if you think of something like some kind of tools that you would like to see something done with, or a technique, you know, of stamping and that, and just any kind of different things like that that you would like. You can put it in the comments and say, I'd like to see this, you know, or I'd like to see that, whatever. And then I'm going to show you some different types of cards, and what I want to know is what type of cards do you like. So I'm going to show you some. If you've watched my videos, you've seen a lot of these, but I'm categorizing these a little bit. So I'm going to turn my camera down, and we are going to start on that. So let's do that. And while I do that, I am going to refresh my monitor up here so I can make sure that I have my cards in line with the camera. So there we go. So I'm going to bring it down so you can see this really close, okay? So the first thing I'm going to bring you are just simple cards. You know, don't look at the technique or what I've done with these, but these are just different types of what I call simple cards, and I'm just showing you a few of each kind. So the categories I'm going to show you are simple cards, die cut and embossed cards, fun fold cards, and wow factor cards, okay? Which I know wow factors are in all of these except for maybe the super simple ones. But anyway, you can just categorize like that, and I'll say what each one of these are so you'll be able to know. But these are more on the side of simple cards where you don't have to do a lot. So this is just stamping, adding a couple pieces of DSP, and just mounting it. Same way with this. Using a punch, cutting a circle, putting a little sentiment on it, and some embellishments, making it simple. This one is just stamping. This is a card I had made a long time ago. This is just stamping and putting a sentiment on it. No layers, no anything. Just a plain, simple card to send out. This one is using DSP, and that's just a piece of DSP that's cut like that and just stamped, and then added a few embellishments. So these are called the simple cards. So keep that in mind. Is it simple cards you like to see a lot of? These cards are like embossed cards. They could have embossing or a lot of die cuts or punches. This one has all of it. It has your embossing folder, it has some die cuts, and it has some punches on here. So are these the type of cards you like to see that has more of this? This is die cutting, and those are die cut out. This is paper piecing, and the frame is a die cut, so that is that. These are die cuts, an embossing folder, die cuts, and then just some little bit of paper. So, you know, do you like the die cut and embossing style card? Do you like the fun fold card? And I have plenty of these to show of different fun folds. For this one we just did not too long ago. There's a fun fold. This one has a wow factor. This is a fun fold that opens like that. I did that a long time ago. Fun fold with die cuts. They all have die cuts in that on them, but they're just different kinds of fun fold. And if you can see, these two are basically alike. Just that one is a landscape style. This one is portrait style, with just different stamps. So there's those. And then there is this one. Just all different kinds of fun folds. This was just in my last class last week, and that's just a little fun fold. And then this one, which I consider this simple, you know, and they can fall into the simple category, but they have a little fun fold ingredient to them. So there's the fun fold. And the last, I just have a couple, are the wow factors. And the reason I call them wow factors is like this one has DSP, but it's torn. And it's the two-tone cardstock, and it's all torn to make it look a little bit more vintage with the paper and then just stamped. So, and then that's even a torn piece of paper. So we have that kind of torn that gives it a little bit of a wow factor. And this one is paper that's cut I used 3 different papers, held them together, and cut them into these designs, and then mixed them up. And that has kind of a wow factor, because people look at that like, that's kind of some strange looking paper. They don't see these little lines at first. Usually their eye is not drawn to the line, it's drawn to the whole sheet of paper. So that is the kind of cards I was talking about, which are simple cards. Cards with die cuts and embossing folders, fun fold cards, or cards that give you wow factors. You know, let me know in the comments. Just say simple, die cuts and embossing folders, fun folds, or wow. That's all you have to put. Whichever one you like, go ahead and say that. And I guess you could say, if it doesn't matter to you, it doesn't matter. You'd like to see any of them. And there will be some of all of them. I just want to see what the majority rules on that. And that is just a personal thing for me and you, so that I know what you like, as what type of cards you like and stuff like that, so that on these What's Up Wednesdays, we get to know each other a little better and what our needs are. And so that I can show you I've got a lot of different things I can show you, but I'd like to know what you would like to see. I'd like for this to be about you also. So as you watch these videos, you can always bring suggestions to me. I love that. And or ideas, you know, if you see something that you like that you don't understand, let me know. If I can figure it out, then we'll do that on a What's Up Wednesday. But you're going to see different things on organization. You're going to see things on tools. You're going to see things on techniques. You're going to see things on tools, techniques, organization, and then just some techniques about stamping, different little things that you can do to cut corners or to make life easier or whatever. And I wanted to let you know that, because this is what I want to do. So we're just getting started into these, so we might as well put all this up front and get this taken care of. And then next Wednesday, I will be doing another episode of What's Up Wednesday. And at that point, I really am not sure yet. I want to see what your comments are. So everybody, please make sure you're commenting. Please make sure, whatever platform you are, that you are subscribing to my channels, my Facebooks, my YouTube, and give us a thumbs up or a heart, whatever one you're on, and whatever their little thing that they like to give is there. And that will help me show up to you, and it'll help my stuff get out to more people so we can just keep sharing what we do. You know, we need to share what we do, share what we love. That's what stampers and crafters do. We love to share what we do. So with all that being said, I just want to say, do your homework when you watch the video and give me the message. I would surely appreciate it. I also want to tell you, don't forget that I'm on this Saturday for my Simply Saturday card, which will be a simple card. If you like simple cards, watch that. If you don't like simple cards, watch it anyway, because it might be something that you like. Because sometimes we tend to think we need to overdo our cards so much that we forget the simple things to do. And that's what Simply Saturdays are for. Okay? So until next time, you guys have a great weekend, whatever time this is you are watching this. And just be creative when you can. That really helps keep your imagination, your inspiration, and your motivation going. And I will see you next time. Bye.